The Alleghany Journal has found Covington City Manager Krystal Onaitis and Police Chief Chris Smith here on a brisk Friday, April 3rd, 2020. And Ms. Onaitis is going to give us a little update on what the City of Covington is doing with respect to the COVID-19 crisis.
Good morning, Jerry, and everyone watching the Alleghany Journal. I just want to again reiterate, with everything going on during COVID-19 and the governor's latest executive order 55 with stay at home and essential outings only, it's really important to also practice kindness, even just a basic smile, waving to your neighbor on the porch, and just checking in on those that live near us that are elderly or may not have seen in a while, whether it's by phone or just giving a holler at the porch. Just do your part, stay home, stay apart, and stay safe. That's the most important thing that we all can do now, and minimize our outings, not running to the store for the one item that we need, waiting till we have our weekly list filled up and then running out. And again, checking in on those that may be in need. And the city is working with community organizations such as the Salvation Army. We're also working hand in hand with the Chamber and others on developing a safety net for folks that are in need during this time, that are homebound, maybe come homebound. And the Alleghany Highlands Economic Development Corporation and the Chamber have a great list of resources for small businesses and those that have employment challenges during this time as well. And with that being said, I also have my chief here, and I want him to give you guys some good advice and some of the great things that they've been doing during this challenging time as well.
And right before we get to that, Krystal, you're an integral part of what is known in the area as the task force. How is that joint effort going?
It's going really, really well. We've been meeting every week. We just had our last weekly meeting on Monday, and we've actually worked now to this coming week. We'll be including Bath County and Bath Community Hospital as they have time and effort available to join in on the calls, as we truly are in this together. It's all a regional effort, and it doesn't know any boundaries. So, this is a virus that it doesn't care where you live, it doesn't care where you come from, it doesn't care your means. It's just, we're all in this together, and we have to pull our resources together with planning and just trying to develop good policy efforts. I know there's a lot of great efforts underway right now with the area YMCA, trying to look at emergency childcare services for those that are essential to our workforce right now, whether that's healthcare providers or folks that work at the grocery stores, to make sure that we have some of those vital services continue during this time. So those are great things that the task force is also trying to help promote and support at this time.
Thanks very much. And now to Chief Smith. And Chief Chris Smith of the Covington Police Department, how are things going with the department, and what have the challenges been that you've had to deal with?
There really hasn't been many challenges for the police department. As far as we have experience with folks, they're cooperating. When we go into local businesses that are open up, we're noticing that they're taking the steps and measures to prevent individuals from being within that 6-foot distance. Also, most places, obviously, with food are going out and they're either doing deliveries or they're doing pickups outside. So, for the most part, it's been a very pleasant experience for most of the officers. A lot of times, the officers are just reminding folks they don't really have to step in and start enforcing any of the rules. Covington has been very cooperative and are doing exactly what we're asking them to do.
And no uptick in crime?
No, actually there hasn't been. Actually, as a matter of fact, there's been a little bit of a reduced response for calls for service, both for medical and for law enforcement.
Well, so all of the emergency numbers are still the same. There's no different phone numbers to call if people need assistance. They're all basically the same. Call the Covington Police Department or
Yes.
911.
Obviously, if you have an emergency, you can call 911. There are other lines that you can call for non-emergencies, and they're all still the same. Non-emergencies would be 965-6333 or 331. And one other thing is, if you are feeling the effects of the COVID-19, or if you have any of the symptoms and you are calling our dispatch center, the dispatchers will begin to ask you questions, and just be truthful with them, let them know, and that prevents our first responders from getting affected if you are possibly affected yourself.
And as usual, you're working in concert with the Allegheny County Covington Sheriff's Office?
Yes, every day Sheriff Hall and I get in contact with each other. We talk about different things that we possibly need to work on in case worst case scenarios happen. But every day we tend to make contact some way, shape, or form. And I know he's got a lot of different programs going on, and we're trying to do what we can with what we have here in the city. So it's been a really good relationship between us and the Sheriff's Department.
Thanks very much for your time.
Thank you.